Everyone, welcome to round 3 recap of my Rochester Open. I won't make the intro super long because this is actually my second time recording it. The first time we had some audio problems, so hope you can hear me right now. Um, but anyways, so this game went in against the lowest rated player in the field who had just beaten a quite strong 1700. So I'm like, okay, this guy's clearly underrated, but I have the white pieces. I have it 2 times in a row. I'm like, I have the white pieces. If I can beat him, like stop his streak and end day one with like absolutely zero losses, I want to be super happy because right now I'm already up like 40 rating points. Like right now I'm already at like 1660 in live rating after my first 2 rounds. So I'm like, okay, like this would be insane momentum if we can go this game. Like then I'd be in serious contention for first. So yeah, let's get it. C4. You guys know the drill. I've had a ton of fun with it. So yeah, why not keep playing it? And he plays knight f6, so very flexible move. He doesn't really choose. Like he could go here, 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 here. Like literally, he's not committing to anything. And he's sort of like, I'm gonna choose. So I could go d4 and try and take the full center, but I know that he plays this. That he plays some really solid, like hard to beat stuff, and I'm like, I want to go into my territory. I don't want to go into what you're good at. And so he goes c5. We get this reverse Sicilian structure. And I play this. Um, Point being, I am not trying to put anything in the center right away, specifically so I can induce this. So he actually plays straight into my plan. So I'm like, okay, perfect. And instead of developing my bishop and allowing this, I immediately pressure his center. I go, okay, I pressure this. In fact, I'm just saying push forward, like kick my knight. Like this is what I want. So he obliges. I go right here, and he just takes this full center. However, this may seem bad if you don't know the English, which is that after takes, I'm actually standing really nice here because I go d3, and suddenly, how does he keep his center together? And so I'm just chipping away at this big center. My development comes a lot more naturally. So he goes bishop c5, attack on my knight, takes. Now my queen's guarding it. But obviously my knight is under attack, so I guard it while developing a piece. This looks strange, putting a bishop on top of a pawn, but my bishop wants to go here or here anyways, so it's not like I'm ever going to push this pawn to get my bishop out, at least in the opening. And then he makes the first strange move of the game. He goes here. He goes queen b6. And I don't have to know too much about the position to just know that there's a reason I've never seen this before because it's not good. It seems logical, like getting out of the way of everything, pressuring everything. Instead of my knight moves. Like here, he's just threatening to take. Like here's an example, and then it's just crushing. Like I understand, his idea, but the problem is after I think for a while, is after I go queen d2, just to stop any pin ideas. And to guard this and this, and maybe we're gonna bring a rook here. I'm actually like, just what does he have? His whole queen side's undeveloped, and the most natural move, which is castling, so that you can bring the rook over to pressure this knight. It's not ideal because I have knight a5, and this just secures the bishop pair. A bishop pair in chess is when you have two bishops, because now I'm attacking a queen and a bishop, and the move I was expecting was this. I was confused at why you wouldn't play this, because point is I take his queen, he takes mine, everything gets traded off, and then I go something like this, or maybe just like this in castle, and we get a game. We get an end game, and it's far from over. But he went here, and I was like, that move's not good. I'm like, that's not good at all, because you may be thinking, oh, but you just trade off a bishop. Well, yeah, but there's something he missed. All the way back when he went queen b6. All the way back here, I saw this all happen. I saw everything happen. And he missed the brilliant strike, knight e6. Given up a full knight 2 separate ways, but attacking a queen twice. And suddenly, he has no checks to get out of it. Why do you think I won queen d2? He has no checks. I saw this all. and he just loses a rook. He just loses an exchange. Because after the queen moves, I take, and now I have this move rook c8, which immediately attacks this hanging bishop, and now I'm just threatening to win his queen on the spot. Like if he does something random, he just loses the queen in the game. So it's just getting worse and worse. He has to go here to stop this, but now suddenly I go here, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna renew this threat. And here I'm gonna turn off the engine. Okay, we're gonna turn off the engine. I just want you to get the pure experience, because the engine will ruin it. So he moves his knight back to guard here. And I go, okay, I'm going to push here and take this knight. Now the problem is that it weakens my light squares, but I thought that my attack was so overwhelming that it doesn't matter. So he goes bishop here, very logical, looking to maybe sneak in on my light squares. I take his knight, he takes back, and I play the second brilliant move of the game, rook c7. Actually, what's crazy is I had like 3 or 4 not opponents, but other people from the tournament that were watching our game, or sitting next to me. Like, when you're playing your board, there's a bunch of people. There's a bunch of other people playing, and often you'll look over at other games, and a lot of people came up to me and were like, "Rook c7 was an awesome move." Like everyone was looking over. Like there was a bunch of people who were just like, "Damn." Point being, it's giving up a full rook, but you lose your queen. Like, it's really simple, but it's just a cool move. And so, of course, he moves the queen. I check him. Very, very important move, I'd say, because now I have to get my rook out of, being attacked. And now my rook goes here and here. And he plays the first queen sacrifice of the game. He goes here. And if I take the queen, this is just checkmate. It's just game over. I lose the game up 11 points of material. But I'm smarter than that. I castle. And he takes a pawn. So I take a pawn back, and he attacks my queen. The queen moves. Now I'm threatening here. So now there's some pressure. I'm threatening maybe this and this. But he goes here and attacks my rook. I move my rook, and he plays the second queen sacrifice of the game, which is when I started getting a bit worried. Which is that he goes queen here. Queen c4. And again, full queen sacrifice. This guy is absurd. I mean, it's over the board chest. You have more time, but like if I just take, bro, it's just crazy, crazy stuff. So I go queen here. Point is, obviously you can't take my rook because I take back. Everything is guarded, and if he takes here, I take here. Yeah, so he goes here, and I'm like, okay, he's threatening mate 1. I'm winning, and again, when you're winning, you're really excited. You just want the game to be over. And so I'm like, okay, it's threatening mate 1. I'm going to go guard it. The point being that after I push here and attack the queen, if he takes here, I can just take. This is what I was thinking in my head, because I'm like, suddenly he can't take here, because this is just checkmate. But there's a flaw, because he immediately goes here. Sacrifices queen for the third and final time, and this time it's the deciding move, because suddenly I'm checkmated. After winning the whole game, I resign in this position. Couldn't tell it. You couldn't tell. It still hurts. Like I know it's bad in chess, but I beat up on myself way too much and just blundering the game at the last moment at the home stretch. They're being winning for the whole time. Like that hurt, and that's really hard to end day 1, because now I have to go and sleep a whole night on that, and I don't have any chance to bounce back until tomorrow morning. And I just have to think about that and stew. Especially because it's the lowest red player, and someone that I'm clearly stronger than. Like, I had out-prepared him, I had outplayed him, he made a mistake very early on, and I was just crushing him, and Yeah, it hurts. So yeah, ended day one, round three of the tournament with a 1.5 out of 3 score, and first place officially out of contention. So just gotta see if I can get some pity points tomorrow. Maybe get 3 out of 5, or not tomorrow, but at the time. And so yeah, hope you enjoyed.